Listen, I am no stranger to quitting a job.
Rose.
I put my feelings on safety, so I don't go shooting where your heart be. Cause you take the bullet trying to save me.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to another video. It's Rolanda, and by the title you can already tell I quit my job. It was already coming, but it is now official. I am done with that place. So while I'm doing this chit chat, I decided to deep condition my hair. I already shampooed with the Cantu shampoo. If you haven't seen my video on this right here, I am a fan. My scalp feels amazing every time I use it, but this video ain't about that. I will link that video so you guys can see that. However, I am going to be using the Mielle Sea Moss Anti-Shedding Gel Hair Mask for this deep conditioner. I've used it a couple of times. I don't think I ever used it on my actual channel. But yeah, so I finally quit that crazy job. Now, I will say this. I loved the hours. The hours were perfect for me because I was off by 2 every day, Monday through Friday, and I did, excuse you, and I had the rest of my day to do whatever I needed to do, so I love that. But when the owner sold the company to the company that is now in charge of it, it started going to trash. Everything about that company went to trash, and you could just tell that the morale was going down the drain. I don't like to be stressed when I'm going to work, especially since you spend most of your time at the job. You spend most of your time at the job than you do anywhere else. So I ain't got time to be stressed. And the micromanagement, the overworking, the not giving any types of cares whatsoever about your employees, especially when they are voicing how they feel about being overworked, and your thought process is to give them more work to do or give them trainings on burnout to help them prevent burnout. Like, what sense do that make? It made zero sense. So when we bring that up to them, they say what most companies say to try to help pacify us, and then it went from that to, well, you guys have to work on time management, blah blah blah, that'll help you guys. How do you give us a chance to even work on time management? And my time management is great, but how do you tell us to work on time management when you're constantly horrible with communication and changing stuff? Like, make that make sense, because it makes none. But they just kept going at it, like, you have to work on your time management, and if you need help or if you don't understand something, you can always reach out. We could not always reach out because they never had the answer to anything, or they would change what they say every other day. Like, the communication was ridiculous. And me, listen, I am no stranger to quitting a job. If the job does not gel with me and my mental health, and it starts to mess with my physical health at that job gotta go. Like, I can't do it because I care about what I do. I care about being a therapist. I love being a therapist. I wouldn't be working on my doctorate if I didn't. Like, I'm not going to school just to be going to school. But in order for me to care about my clients, I have to have a company that is going to be supportive and actually care about their employees. And That was not the case with that company. They just cared about the money part of it. And it's sad when the clients can tell that as well. So I couldn't do it. I could not do it. It wasn't in my ministry to keep on staying there, because the way my mouth is set up, they didn't have much more time before I just had verbal diarrhea at the mouth and just started going crazy, because it was too much. It was just too much. And it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it for the pay. No, it was not worth it. So I put in my notice after I had it all planned out, to put in my notice to give them 2 weeks so I could be done with the place. But one of my coworkers decided that she wanted to help the company out, because she's not a therapist or a counselor, whatever you want to call it. She wanted to tell upper management ahead of time when my last day was, and try to tell them all my business of what I had planned on doing, and thought that was okay. So when I confronted her about it and told her that's not her place to tell my business, her response was, well, I was just letting them know so that they can work on getting more therapists because we're short staffed. Again, it's not your business. That's not your place. But young and dumb, she didn't understand that. So I ended up submitting my letter earlier than needed to be, and let them know, like, well, y'all already know I'm getting ready to quit anyway, so here's my formal letter, and went from there. So I am thankful to be done with that place. And luckily for me, I never have to put that job on my resume. And I wasn't planning on it. And the reason why is because I've always had this part-time job that I've been with for a couple of years since I moved out here. And I love that company so much. And they offered me a full-time position. They found a way to make me work there full-time, because I've only been part-time. I don't think they ever really had full-time positions. They only had part-time hours here and there. But they found a way to help me get to a full-time position. So I don't need to put this other job on my resume ever, because my employment gap doesn't exist. So that's a blessing in disguise. I know I've been talking to my therapist, not my therapist, my chiropractor about my job situation, because I have talked to my therapist about it before, but I've been talking to my chiropractor about my job situation, and she prays for me and with me about a better job. And one of the things that she prayed for, I actually got eventually, was this job that I just quit. However, it seems like this job was to help me get to that better job that we prayed about. So I am thankful for that, because I believe everything happens for a reason. I was supposed to be at this job to figure out what I needed to do to excel at my next job. So right now, this transition, as crazy as it sounds, I do not like working with kids. I do not like providing therapy for kids. Am I good at it? Absolutely. I'm very good at it. But do I like doing it? Absolutely not. And the reason behind that is because most of the time, the kid is not the problem, it's these parents, and the parents are in denial. So it's a struggle for me to try to bite my tongue when it's the parents that's the problem. But this transition to full-time with my part-time job, I will be working with kids. So I will be providing therapy in school settings. So I have to adjust to school schedules now. Like, when do y'all get breaks? Because now I have to rotate and figure out my vacation time around school breaks instead of just being random, I guess. But it'll all work out. But I am thankful that my part-time job was able to make it for me to even get this transition happening. Because like I said, at this day and age, I am no stranger to quitting a job. I'm not about to be in no toxic, abusive relationship with no job when I can go get me another one. So that's my life. I prefer, after this job that I quit, I've learned that I don't want to work with any more corporate jobs. I don't. My new job is a contract job, private practice. That's all I want to do now. I don't want to work no more corporate jobs. I do want to go back into the prison setting. However, I'm hesitant about that as well, because as much as I love working in a prison, I'd rather just do private practice and stick with that. That don't stress me out as much as these other jobs do. So, I don't know. I'll be done with my degree next year, so I still have time to figure it out. I don't even know where I'm gonna be living next year, so I got a lot of time to figure that out. Well, I don't have a lot of time to figure out where I'm gonna be living. Yeah, I quit my job. I am happy about it. I played nice because with them, if you don't complete your 2 weeks or however long your notice is, if you call out, you have to make that time up. It's not paid on whatever day you call out, and you have to make that time up. And I wasn't giving them no extra days. If I gotta crawl in sick, whatever, I was gonna do it, because you're not getting no extra days. And then if you don't complete your 2 weeks or however long your notice is, you don't get your PTO. And I worked hard for that, so you gonna give me my little funky PTO too. Like, you already took a lot from us because folks were quitting every other week. Legit, every other week. To the point where they are down to 2 counselors when they are supposed to be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. But when you don't treat your employees right and you expect them to do above and beyond for you, and the pay and the treatment ain't equaling, if it ain't mathing, then you can't expect anything else to math. So yeah, we did what we could. I do feel sorry for the clients, because telling them about my last day was real. It was a struggle. I think the final 2 nails in the coffin was, one, the company calls the clients to do a patient survey, but the patient survey is asking them about their individual session, why are you calling, asking them about their individual session, asking them what they talked about? Like, that's, first of all, that can be so detrimental to their mental health. That can cause them to not want to open up. Like, y'all not thinking this through at all. And then the second thing, I work from 5:30 to 2. That's all you get from me, 5:30 to 2. You don't get 2:01. You don't get. Are we done? You don't get past 2. And we got an email about a training, a mandatory training at that, from 2 to 5. You don't tell us that we have to go to this training, this 3-hour training, after hours, and say, oh, you can get overtime and food will be provided. We got lives outside of that job. This is not our only job. Other people have other jobs. Other people have families. They have other responsibilities. So why you expect us to do a 3-hour training after 2 o'clock when all our trainings, from the minute that they purchased us, all of them have been during work hours? So why can't this one be during work hours? Like, no. We got stuff to do, and it don't include a training that y'all suck at doing. All y'all trainings have been trash. Most of the trainings are y'all reading off a PowerPoint presentation. I know how to read. I can read. I don't need you to read to me. Like, so no. That was that, and the call in to ask them about them therapy sessions. I was like, I can't do it, because what if my clients don't trust me anymore? They don't want to open up. And a few of them said, like, that is uncomfortable. But the company don't see it that way. So I have to do what's best for me at all times. I come first at all times. It is what it is. Like, I will miss the hours. I'll miss some of my patients, but I won't miss that company. I can tell you that much. That company can kick rocks, because I am setting boundaries and I am putting myself first going forward. And the minute any job makes me feel any type of way, I gotta go. So I am thankful that I haven't had that issue with the job that I'm at now. This job has been amazing. The owner has been amazing. My supervisor has been amazing. And even though I'm about to be working in a school setting with kids, I know this job will continue to be amazing, and it'll continue to open up doors for me. So I'm here for this new journey. I don't know what the future may hold. Like I said, I am still planning on moving next year. Who knows where I'll be going? Only God knows where I'll be going. So I need to have a chit chat with him and be like, so what's up? Where am I going? But I'm not sure what this journey holds, but I am here for it. I am just thankful to have closed this other chapter in my life, because it was time. I think it was over time for me to let it go, but I was trying to hold on until I could start this transition. So yeah, my last day was April. Lordy, my last day was August 12th. I started the new job technically it's not a new job because I've been with the company for so long, but I start the new position the following week. So it all worked out. It all worked out in my favor, because God always blesses me, and he's going to continue to bless me. And good luck to my old company, because yeah. That's all I gotta say is yeah. I hope you guys like this video. Comment down below any job struggles y'all have had in the past, or if y'all are going through some job struggles. Let's chit chat down below about that. Other than that, I will see you guys next week with another video. I am about to wash this deep conditioner out. I'm gonna let it sit in for a couple of minutes and then wash it out and figure out what I'm doing to my hair. So I will see y'all next week. Bye, y'all.